Space Family. Today's topic, easiness in busyness. Very interesting topic. My name is Kepal, and I'm currently running a construction company. In the past, I was working in a renewable energy, and currently I'm a part of in a Space Family team. So let's moving on to the topic, easiness in busyness. We all living in a busy lifestyle, are we? How busy is that? How busy lifestyle are we living? Too busy. Yeah? And what we get? Less time. So we're not investing the time on the right way, are we? Who's not living a busy lifestyle? Everyone's busy. Yeah, everyone's busy nowadays. Anyone you ask is like, yeah, I'm busy. People you things to do, like everyone's busy. And people are not busy, just we look them as a different way. Say, oh, he's always free, or he's got nothing to do. And when people are busy, he said, oh, he's always busy. So is there anything in between, busy or not busy? Is there anything in between? Balance? Yeah, and how we can get the more balance? Yeah, easiness in busyness, but it's the other way around, like busyness in easiness. Like everybody is busy, of course. Yeah, everyone's got things to do, everyone's got to work, everyone have a responsibility on them. Yeah, whether it's the younger kids, adults, children, even the children nowadays are busy. They got to do the things. Yeah, so when we are busy, how we taking it, like how we spending our time? Like let's say if we talk about like daily, day-to-day lifestyle, right? How we spend our time? Can you tell me how we spend our time? We all work, yeah? We all have a family life, personal life. Out weekends, we seeing friends, family, social gathering, events, etc., right? But when we are really busy, what we are missing? Missing the moment. We're not living into the moment. Or are we living into the moment? We all, like most of the people, work like full-time work, like Monday to Fridays, 9 to 5, 8 hours a day. 8 hours is a sleep, so 16 hours. And what about another 8 hours? Where is that 8 hours going? Yep, traveling as well, yep. Let's say 2 hours traveling. So still we're left with another 6 hours. What are we doing with that 6 hours? Where are we investing it? Or what is the best way to investing that 6 hours? Daily. Even the weekend we get more times. Focusing in ourselves, investing time in ourselves, or knowing ourselves better. Do we know ourselves better? Or when we're busy, we just forget everything. We are like very work conscious. And it's the busyness, it's coming out now as like a new emotion. That's a like new type of emotion, is busyness. Like when you say something, people be like, no, I'm busy, I can't do it. And if we are too busy, it's like a sort of like a, not the illness, but addiction. It's like addiction, we just addicted to it, and on that we're missing a lot of things. Yeah, in busyness, if we are even somewhere where our minds are, even though like we are at work, we're sitting in here, where's my mind? It's somewhere busy. Does it get like quiet for a minute or 5 minutes or 10 minutes or half an hour? Does he ever get quiet? Yeah, if we want to, like, yeah. But do we get it quiet? Do we get a chance to give a chance to get quiet? No, why not? We choose not to. We should get the blame, don't we? No one else. Sorry? We don't like ourselves. No, we do actually, but we're not spending enough time for ourselves. We need to know ourselves better. Like, you know, if we like the other person, we always wanted to know about them. The same way, if I like myself, I wanted to know myself, as in I like the other person, the same way. Yeah, I know. Yeah, let's talk about ourselves. What about us? We or I. Yeah, charity starts from I. Or you know, in this, when we say about like busy, when is the last time that I have given 100% attention to the other person? When was it last time? Or when was it the last time that I had sat down and had a dinner or any meal with 100% attention on it? When was it the last time? Do we remember? Because even though while eating, we always doing something, either looking in the phones or looking at a TV or listening to something, or we're having a chat with other person or other people around it. So where's my attention? Where's my awareness? Even though when I'm eating, because when I'm eating, it means my task or my job is to eat food, right? But where's my awareness? Is it into the food or is it somewhere else? Right? And what we're getting it, because wherever the awareness goes, the energy flows. So at that time, what my emotion is, what my energy is, what my energy level. And then when it comes to the Friday, and they were like, thank God it's a weekend. I need a time off. We all do the same thing, right? Thank God. 5 days is more than enough. We're trying to escape the life that what we are living in the weekend. The weekend is not meant to be for that. Weekend is for creating the life that what we wanted to live. But we're just doing it the other way. And being busy and being productive is two different things. Being busy is good or is not good? Can you tell me being busy is good or not good? These are two separate things, being busy and being productive. Being busy means I have a to-do list. I go about 100 items or 100 things in my to-do list, but being productive is I complete the full task. That's being productive. Yeah? So being productive is way better than being busy, because when you're busy, it's like, you know, addiction. If nothing's moving around it, it means we think nothing's happening. It's not that way. It's just not like that. Now, because we have to focus on one thing and finish it and then move on to the another thing, that's where we can be more productive. Otherwise, we end up staying busy all day. Even the night time when we go to bed and we're still thinking like, oh, I forget this, I forget that. Why should I do this today? Okay, never mind, I'll do it tomorrow. And tomorrow we do the same thing. Or sometimes what we do is we just leave everything at the last minute. The whole day or whole afternoon with just nothing and leaving everything at the last minute, and then we start doing everything at the last minute, which we can't, and then we thought, oh, I'm so busy, I'm stressed. And then what do we say? Yeah. So how we can make it more easy, or how we can, let's say, how we can like prioritize things, right? Because we all know that what we need to do it, right? But how we can like giving importance to the things to do it, that's very important as well. Like, because let's say if I have 10 things to do, but if I think like, okay, this is the number one, this is the number two, and this is the number three, and then you finish the number one, then move on to the second one, and then finish the second one and move on to the third one. But sometimes we just start with the first one, not finishing it, and we're jumping into straight into the number fourth or number fifth, and at the last minute we think, oh, we forget this or we forget that. Because the day starts with the busyness, right? When we wake up, go too many messages, too many emails, all the social medias all popped up everywhere, and that's where we start our days. Even in a daily working life, like depends where we are working. People have lots of meetings, things to do it at the end of the month or end of the week. We are to finishing some sort of task. Some people's got a deadline on the projects, and our mind is constantly in there. That's where our awareness is, that because I'm constant busy, I'm not looking at any other things. All I'm looking at the things which I haven't done it, not fulfillment. This is what I'm looking at, nothing else. And when I'm not looking anything else, it means my mind is just on one thing, nowhere else. Yeah, and on that, my self-development is where my growth of my self-development, where is my personal life, where is my family life, life balance, like work-life balance. Even though like we're working, we all wanted to work hard. Everybody's working hard. Why everybody's working hard? There must be the reason that everyone's working, everyone's working hard. Everyone wants to work hard. What's the reason? That why? Huh? So why? Yeah, or is it like, so I can, like, if I work hard, I can earn more money, and I can afford more things, or I can afford luxury things. Is that the reason that we were working?
We get more free time later.
Yeah, but we never get a free time, do we? No, it's just all about work. Never get a free time. Free word nowadays, you hear it and be like, wow, where is the free time? You know, no one's got the time, everyone's busy, but we have to take the time out. That's the main thing. Anything we wanted to do it, anything we want to achieve it, we have to take the time out. And this is only we can decide that where I wanted to take my time out, because we knows our schedule, I know my schedule, and then I decide where I can take the time out from my schedule. And also, main important thing is the time. Time is very, very important in an everyday lifestyle, everyday life, every day. Yeah, we all got 24 hours, but how we investing that 24 hours is very important. Is it true? Yeah, no one's get more hours than the others or less than the other. We all get 24 hours, but wisely we have to invest that 24 hours. So them 6 hours still left on the day, where that 6 hours going? Where we spending it? Can anyone tell me? Whether it's a gym, you go for the walk, you read something, you watch something. That's very good. And friends, yeah. Friends and family life as well is very important to connect with other people. Sometimes life, the people are living all different sides, and there's like, oh, we don't get a time to see each other. No, we can get a time if we want to, or if we take the time out, we can, yes. And let's talk about a little bit of the, like, you know, the work lifestyle. Like, the busy work lifestyle. Who's not working in a busy environment? Just raise your hand. No, not anymore. Yeah, but you used to. Yeah, and why work are always busy? Everyone's work are always busy. Why is that? What are we trying to achieve?
Once upon a time a better life,
Mm-hmm.
we believe too,
Yeah,
which is not true.
yeah.
And then in my experience, you could easily turn into greed, and I think there was a period of time that I actually believed that
Mm.
period.
Right. Yeah.
Sheer greed. Because how much can you spend?
Mm.
How many rooms do you need?
Exactly. That's like need versus wants, like, you know. So sometimes it's greedy. Anything you have over than what you require, it's not good. It's poison.
But we don't seem to be happy.
No.
We always want more.
Exactly. That's the human nature. Always want more. Not fulfillment, like not content. You just give her one thing and say like, yeah, can I have more? Not content. Why? Why is that? That's the nature. Sorry? No, that's we just adapt the things from looking at the things. Like that's not our natural qualities. No. That's not our natural or original qualities. Yeah, that's is what we just look at the things and we just adapt. Like greed, anger, greed, anger. We always like there is something. That's not our original qualities. Like, you know, we adapt the things. Like, you know, when even though like you give something to someone and they're always like you do something for someone and they always expect you to do more. Yeah, because they always like more like need versus want. Even though like on the day to day, like if you write down the things that what we need and what we want, the want list will be more than what we need. Right? Why is that? Because why are we not happy that what we have it? Mm. Yeah. Yeah, materialistic things, yeah, but materialistic things is all temporary. It's not more permanent. Any materialistic things is just all temporary. It give you a happiness, but only for a temporary. Let's say if I buy a new car, just I'm so happy because I bought a new car, right? But if someone's make a dent or someone's scratch my car, my happiness goes. That's it, finished. Car is still the same. Car is still there. It's still new. It's only 2 days old, but my happiness gone because it's materialistic things. Or let's say like if we're happy, happiness is just stays with you. We're never going to work on that, but we always work on the materialistic things. Because we think the materialistic things give us more happiness, but definitely give you happiness, but only for the moment. Is so far anyone have any questions?
Difficult for me. Now I have and I actually accepted that there is balance in the hours of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And those 8 hours that you're talking about, or 6 hours.
Yeah, like maybe trick. Sorry? No, I'm just asking if anyone have a question. Yes, yeah, I will, yeah.
So I found myself learning, thank you, that those hours that I do have free,
Yeah,
that I do appreciate them so much now.
yeah,
But I also find the people I knew from before,
mm,
they are still the same.
yeah,
And they were they're just like I was a little while back.
Yeah,
And so they don't have the hours I am willing to give.
yeah.
They don't have the hours to return.
Mm.
So that is something that is being in my mind for a few weeks now.
Right. Are you retired?
Yes,
Yeah.
and so are they.
All right, okay. But they're choosing a different way to spend their time.
Well, that's the way we used to be, all of us.
Right.
So for me to actually start a new lifestyle
Yeah.
without them,
Mm.
or just meet whenever
Whenever we can.
Yes.
Yeah, it's because look, everyone have a choice that what they wanted to do or how they wanted to spend the time. We can't control on other people's that this is how you should spend your time. We all got a intellect, we all got a brain, right? And we all can decide how we want to spend our time. Whether I want to spend with someone 1 hour, whether I want to spend 2 hours, or I want to spend a whole day with someone. But if other person's not doing it, it's up to them, it's their choice. We don't have a control over it, and if we don't have a control on anything, we shouldn't be worried about.
It's okay to just let it go and let
That's
it be,
it.
not try and
Yeah, let them be
convince.
the way they want. Just let them be like the way they are comfortable, rather than forcing someone, because we can't force anyone to be into like same ways that when people are busy, like relationships, love relationship doesn't work. Because everyone's trying to control each other. Because they're like, yeah, she's got busy, I'm busy, we are busy, my friends are busy, we never meet each other. Because they say, oh, if they don't want it to meet me, I don't want it to meet them. Then it's the conflict started. Right? But it's not like that. Just let it be. Just give everyone a choice.
Well, no, it's exactly, I mean, they're just who I was a few years ago.
Mm.
It's not a problem, but I
Yeah,
just want
a few years
Cannot
ago and now
do
it's
this,
two
yeah.
different things. Even though you see the person yesterday,
Yeah.
you see them today, they're different person. That's a few years ago. Yeah. Anyone else have any questions to ask or share something?
What is difficult for, to get young people to understand each other?
What is more difficulty to understand young people?
To get young people to understand, it's better for them to, to focus on themselves, to do things differently. I mean, we talked about material stuff. Now try to talk to a young person about...
Young person, you mean talking about kids, like your own children's?
In early 20s or...
Yeah, because let's
kind
say if there is a children in the house, what environment they are living in, that's the main important thing. This is how they're going to raise up, because they look at the things every day. They're living into the same energy, same vibrations in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes
So what they're going to learn from it? What they're getting it? Even though you don't say any single word, but what they're receiving it. Whatever is happening inside the house.
Yeah, it's not easy, even if there is...
Parents, so there are parents, some of them parents are really very, very busy. They don't spend enough time with the children. There is no bondage between parents and the kids. All right? But why? Who choose not to spend the time with the kids? It's not the kids. It's the parents. They're the adults. They have more maturity and more understanding than the kids or the children. And then we're just going to blame on kids that like, yeah, my son is like this, my daughter is like this, they always angry, they never listen to us, things like that. But why is that? Who's the main one? Where they're getting all this vibration, where they're getting all these energies? That's starting from us. And believe it or not, that's the honest thing is, the worst human being treated on this earth is the kids or the children. A lot of people like having kids. Sometimes the parents are even not ready about having a kids. If you're not ready, just don't do it. If you don't know how to raise a kids, just don't do it. And that's the fact. I've seen many of them. Yeah, because even though nowadays raising a kid is not easy. Everything's hard. Anyone else? Want you to say something?
So I would conclude, in general, it's really hard to get people into self-development, or, you know, to make them make the change.
Make the change, yeah.
It's really, really hard.
It's also the interest of the person as well, that, you know, what my interests are, that what I wanted to do, what I wanted to achieve, or the lifestyle I'm living. It was the purpose of living life. You ask a lot of people, no, sometimes people don't know what the purpose of living life. Or is it just like we're born and we wait until we just die? And we think like, right, yeah, we study, and once we finish our study, we go and do some work, and we achieve something into the work, and after work, like, so a lot of people just thinking like, yeah, let's get married, this, that, having a life, family life, this, and once you get retired, that's it, or time's up. Is that what it is? What's the purpose of living life? Or what's the meaning of living life? We have to give a meaning to our life, don't we? Or we just wake up straight in the morning and they're like, right, what are we going to do today? There should be a meaning, that what I wanted to achieve, what I wanted to live, or what I wanted to be. It's like the same thing I shared earlier is, you know, we're working 5 days a week, and the weekend we're trying to escape, but weekend is not escaping. Weekend is creating a life that I wanted to live. We have to create our own life. We got to think that what I want to be, take it step by step. Like if I wanted to achieve something in my career, on my work-life balance, how can I do it? What's the first step? What's the second step? What's the third one? Yeah, well, some of like we're looking at the job like another sector, but we think like, okay, it's the job available there. I'm just going to apply for it, and I'm going to get that job. But no, whether am I interested in that role? That's more important. Or important is like, yeah, there is a vacancy, and I'm going to apply for it. So it's two different things. What's our interest is, and then we can work into it. We need to find out our interest, or my qualities, that what I enjoy more, what my qualities are, and I can make into living. Just everyone think about their 5 good qualities. Just think about 5 of your good qualities. Anything. I think is there enough time now, is it? Just to decide only 5. Can anyone wants to share it? Just 1 or 2? Anyone wants to share 1 or 2 good qualities of themselves?
Personal qualities.
Happy? Yeah? Always happy. That's good. Most of the time. Very good. Anyone else? Surely we all have 5 good qualities at least. Are we struggling to find? Are we struggling to find? It's okay if we're struggling to find. It's not end of the world. Passionate. Very good. That's a lot. Yeah. Passionate about what? Yeah, don't be shy. At least say one quality of each. That's it, not few, but just at least say one.
For me, I just feel it's meaningless, you know, because whatever I say, it's how I see myself. It's
Sorry,
not
say
necess-
again.
Whatever I say, it's how I see myself. It's
Right.
not necessarily that it is a fact or a true thing, you know. So it's something subjective. But can I ask you, when you say we need to spend time with ourselves, what do you mean exactly? How to spend a quality time with yourself?
We like how to spend a quality time with myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. First thing, quality time to spending with myself, right? What do I do? It's something for myself. What do I do? What am I doing just for myself?
You mean like self-caring, like
Yeah, that's
having,
including the self-care. Yeah.
yeah, having a good meal or
Or treating yourself.
yeah,
Yeah.
buying
That's one
yourself
of
a
them.
gift or something.
Yeah, you can treat yourself. You can buy a gift to yourself. Yeah, that's one of them. What's the second one?
When you're silent with myself,
Yeah.
sitting.
Sitting in a silence. That's the second one. Yeah, but when we sit in a silent, yeah, does the mind get silent?
Not always
So what's happening in the mind?
thinking,
And what we're thinking?
all sorts, but being aware of it.
Yeah, choosing the positive thoughts.
Positive thoughts, right? What sort of positive thoughts?
The things you can make you happy about yourself.
Happy about ourselves, right? And how we can be more happy is that how we think. No one can make me upset without my permission. That's all how we think. Sometimes like someone says something to us and we get upset. Like, it's like, oh, that person said to this and that wasn't right. But how do I take it? That's more important, because they said it is based on their thinking. It's their thought. It's not your thought. You're not responsible for anyone's thought, are you?
Yeah, it took me ages to just get
Yeah.
my head around this idea.
Yeah. So its main thing is that how am I thinking? What my thinking is. Right? We all get a thought, don't we? And we always think. There is always something going in the mind, right? So the thoughts. Where is all these thoughts coming from in our mind? Even though we are busy, right? We still get thoughts in the mind. Minds are always busy. Even though like busy in doing something, they just go bombarded with the stuff inside your head. And where is it all coming from? We giving it to each other? We create the thoughts.
Yeah, it comes from perceptions.
Yeah, we all create the thoughts. We can't give thoughts to anyone or each other. We all create the thoughts, and we get the thoughts based on the information we received. So it means like anything we see or anything we hear.
Yeah, we interpret them in
Yeah,
different
and
ways.
Yeah, and based on
So we might see the same thing or
Mm.
hear the same thing, but we get different thoughts out of it.
yeah, that's correct. And like let's say if I'm watching the news and it's whatever's coming into the news, that's what my thoughts going. That's how I create my thought. And then even though like during the day, there is some sort of thoughts going in my head, and then it's just there because that's the information I received. So environment around me, that's very important. Is in daily lifestyle, that what environment I'm living in.
Sorry, did you say the environment is important?
Like my company, like who I'm hanging out with, where I'm spending most of my time. That's very important. That is very, very important. because based on that
It's
decision,
important when you are not aware of the effect of your
we're
thoughts.
always aware, but sometimes we're not paying any attention,
Mm.
right? We're only paying any attention when the things get messy.
Receiving the messages now.
Mm. Mm.
Not ignoring it.
Yeah.
If people turn up late, if they turn up late.
Turn up late. Oh, a lot of people turns up
Now
late.
you
That,
should give away.
oh,
Like,
yeah, I know.
used to-
Yeah,
Never used to take it.
yeah. But you just got to accept it that, like, yeah, they're gonna be late. That's it. That's the way to moving forward. Yeah. You say someone's like, okay, be here at 7. No, it's never gonna be that 7. No, you just got to accept it. This is how it's gonna be. Otherwise, make you more annoyed if you're not accepting it.
Personal.
Hmm?
Take it too personal and then.
Yeah. No.
The ethical aspect of life.
Mm. Yeah, that's why the time is very important in a busy lifestyle we're living it. Like, time is very, very important. But if managing time good, everything will be fall into place the right way. But we have to keep looking the clock all the time, and the things will fall into the time. That's how we get easiness into busyness. Yeah, it's more organized things. Like, if I know that, okay, these things will take me an hour to do it, it means I'm focusing on that in an hour, I get it done. And then I go on to the second one. Even though, like, whole day I'm busy, but that be more, like, you know, not like busy, but I'm trying to achieve something more productive. So finishing the task and moving on. That's how you get more easy. Yeah. Even though, like, some people are very organized and things like, wow, we think like they got no stress, everything's happening there, then how is that's happening? Well, that's the time management is very important, and we all got to learn it somehow. Or sometimes we think like, yeah, we're doing these ones, yeah, we will do it, and we just don't do it, and we just start doing it at the very last minute. And then we get stressed. What happens when we get stressed? We're creating less stress hormones. That's the stress is type of emotion. We just always like stress. And when you're in stress, what's happened? Hmm?
You can't think clearly.
Exactly. We can't focus.
You can't focus.
Exactly.
Wow.
So I get panic.
Yeah, when
Mm.
But then sometimes, you know, that thought does come, so you just got to think, well, this is how I do it. I do it.
Can you take a mic so the online viewers can hear you as well?
The way I deal with it is, like, if you think you're going to get stressed, you just get that first stress thought, right? And you see the workload, you think there's a lot of work, not much time. But then I just think about it as, it's not going to happen. The work's not going to get completed by getting stressed and worrying about it. The only way you're going to be able to do it is just carry on and get on with it, right?
Right, yeah.
And that's more quicker and more
Mm.
efficient
Mm.
than thinking about how much workload is left, because you'll only decrease it by getting on with it. And then once you complete it, you feel better.
Right, yeah. And when we say like a stress, what is actually stress? Like, you know, we sometimes we get stress, but what is stress?
It's a
Someone tell me what is stress?
it's a worry
It's a worry.
from a task that looks incompletable, but it's not.
Incompletable task,
Yeah,
but it's completed.
but you can complete it.
Right.
That's why you can use.
Mm. Anyone else? Yeah, what is stress? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Failure to achieve something. Of fear. Like fear of not achieve something. Yeah. And stress is like, you know, the gap between expectation and the reality. That's the stress. Very simple definition of stress. A gap between expectation and the reality. Higher the gap, higher the stress. Longer the gap, higher the stress. Yeah, because if I know that what my reality is and what my expectation is, because sometimes reality is different than the expectation. Right? But I know myself better. That's where the things come in, because if I know myself better, it means when I'm spending a time for myself, I know myself better. And I know what's the reality is. Yeah, reality is in 1 hour, I can do only 4 things. If I keep expecting to do the 10 things, that's turned into stress. It's not going to be productive at all.
So that you must know the limitation and the boundaries.
That's it.
Then no problem. You want to
Yeah. That's where it comes, that, spending a time for myself. There's the more focus in here. More focus in here is like, not the body conscious, but the soul conscious. Yeah, that's including like the spiritual lifestyle that people say like, yeah, I want it to be a spiritual, or I'm living a spiritual lifestyle. Is it necessary? Is it important to live a spiritual lifestyle? Not the religious, you're talking about the spiritual. That I do something for myself. But that's the 2 different things where it comes into the religious and the spiritual. Just take the mic so the people can hear it. Sorry, say again.
I'm just wondering if you can elaborate a little bit more about the difference between being spiritual and being religious.
Difference between spiritual life and spiritual and religious. What the spiritual? What is actual spiritual? Spiritual is like you do something for yourself. Let's put it in the simple way. Like religious things is like it's always into the fear. You're doing it for someone else's. Because religious things is like if you don't do these ones, this is what's gonna happen. X, Y, Z. That gives you the fear. It's never gonna give you freedom. Like there is certain things on like, yeah, you can't eat these on these certain days. You can't do these on certain days. You can't do this. That's all these things. It just always keeps you in the fear, and we think like, oh, if I do this, something's gonna happen. Yeah, I mean, I'm not against any religion. I do love all religions. They're all nice, but that's the fact.
Is it a fact, or is it your own understanding?
No,
because my understanding of religion.
Yeah. No, you don't have to agree or disagree with me. This is I'm just saying on the basis of my experience and knowledge. That the religious things, religion will never give you freedom. Let's put it that way, because we're always into the fear. The spiritual is give you the freedom.
My understanding having been in both places, being quite religious at some point, and still. Yes, to me personally, it means I worked it out in a way that it was very effective for me. And for me, religion was something that has values. Then by spirituality, it just meant that there were specific principles. So between values and spirituality is taking away the values of the fear and all that they call it. You're going to go to heaven, you're going to go to hell, and in spirituality you just go by the principles of the universe rather than what the church has come, because every religion seems to have their truth, and that's something that really throwed me an awful lot. And also the fact that there is questions, and the questions were never answered. I found that since I was very little.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, that's my opinion, my experience.
Yeah, okay, thank you. where like no, like as you talk about like religious, many religion, not many religion, all religion, no matter what religion you take, they all talk about peace, love, and happiness. Which religion is not saying about peace, love, and happiness? Tell me just one religion. They not say or not talk about peace, love, and happiness. But do they teach you how to get that peace, love, and happiness? Well, the spirituality will teach you that how to get peace, love, and happiness. Do they?
Yeah, but the thing is, most religions they get distorted because of people interpreted in the wrong way.
Mm.
But nowadays I can see that lots of people trying to understand religion in a different way,
Mm.
and it gets it so close to the spiritual field.
Mm.
So it depends how do you understand the religion. Unfortunately, for centuries they taught religion in a very rigid way, very tough way.
Yeah.
It's all about the God who's waiting you to make a mistake and start punishing you. But nowadays I can see some people trying to interpret religion in a very different way and very convincing way.
Yeah.
I
I
don't know
also wanted to add something into the spiritual ways that, we have to be more soul consciousness than the body consciousness, and then remember the code.
Yeah, that we came from God, or we are even one.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone have any questions so far? Otherwise, we move back again into our busyness in easiness, or easiness in busyness. No?
So what tips do you have for to break the cycle of being busy and not getting what you want of your life?
Yeah. First thing is we have to make a goal that what I wanted to achieve it, give a meaning to it, and then why I want to achieve it. If I wanted to achieve something, what's the first step I can do? Yeah. How can I organize? I need to organize myself first and my time. Two very important things for us: organize myself and my time. The rest of the things will fall into place by itself. Right? If I wanted to achieve something, I had to work on it, or I had to pay attention on it. It's not that okay, it's gonna happen. Sometimes we looking for the opportunities that oh, am I gonna get these opportunities? If I wanted to, let's say if we wanted to making good into our work career, and then we look for the opportunities, we look for the jobs, we look for this, we look for that. But it's looking on the opportunities is one thing, but the second thing is creating the opportunity for yourself. Because sometimes if we keep looking for the opportunities, we will wait forever. Just start creating the opportunity for yourself. Take a small step, not the big one. Start with a small step, and then climb the ladder. And break down into the things. Let's say you want to do something, but try to break it down. Give a priority, and then work on it. It will bring very easy. Anyone else? Any questions?
Thank you.
No problem. All right, so we still have a time, about 5 minutes, and then we'll move into the meditation. So let's say Anyone have a question? Oh, you have a question, okay.
One of the online question is, you
Mhm.
spoke about productivity and busyness. Can you explain more about it?
Productivity and busyness, right. Being busy and the being productive is the two separate things. Being busy is, it means I have a to-do list, but that list is not moving. That list is still there, and it's going to be same all the time. And then I'm going to keep looking and I'm going like, right, I need to do this, do that. I haven't done anything of it. It's just being busy. It means I'm keeping myself occupied on something. Being productive is that I take that list, that I complete that task. That's being productive. Like, let's say if I need to do like a grocery shopping in my to-do list, I'll finish the shopping in 15 minutes, 20 minutes or half an hour. It means the task is complete. It's being more productive. If I wanted to go somewhere, if I want to see the friend, and it meant my to-do list, I wanted to meet this on that day. I did it, complete the task, more productive. If I don't do any of these things, it's still onto the to-do list, and I'm just being busy, I'm being occupied on that things. And we're not moving anywhere, and we'll always be busy. And that's where we're going to say, like, right, I don't have time, I'm too busy. Because things what I had to do it, I didn't do it. I just left it there. That's why we have to be like more productive than being busy, or yeah. We have to be more productive. Productive is good than being busy. But even the being busy is not that like, yeah, we don't want it to be busy, right? But it's not like we overkilling it. Because it needs to be careful, otherwise we're going to think like, if let's say, if like, there's sometimes in the workplace, I'll give you an example, it's a workplace, and sometimes people are taking like 20 minutes just sitting, having chit chat, and someone comes in and people think like, nothing is moving, it means nothing is happening. That's addiction. We need to get slowed down there. Things are still happening while the other person's having a chat. But it's not that like, oh, no one's just busy, or sometimes people think, oh, we got nothing to do, let's do this and let's do that. It means we occupy ourselves in something. That we're not busy, but we try to make ourselves busy. Is that right? Do you think is that how it should be? Everyone's just nodding their head now. No. But we just keep doing it. If we have a time, we can read books, we can do meditation, we can remember God, we can write something. Yeah, if we are an artist, we can paint something. That's the time is investing in yourself, investing in myself. What more I can learn? There's many qualities we can learn. That's the time we can get. And sometimes we have the time, but we're not spending it the right way, and then time goes and we thought, oh my God, like somehow it's like 1 week off from the work, and then after 1 week, we start back to the work, and then we realize that like, yeah, I was off for 1 week, but I haven't done nothing. But it's too late. Is it true? Everyone's like, yeah. So now we know what we can do. Right, so what we're going to do is we end up with a meditation. But on this meditation, we're going to do our own commentary. And we're all going to think in our head that how can I get more easiness in my busy time? Has everyone got it? Break down the things. That how can I get more time in my busy schedule? Because when the mind slows down, we get more clarity, we can get more focus on that thought. And let's see, anything comes up. Alright, so we'll have a 2-minute silence and we think about it and do our own commentary. Om Shanti.
Good evening. You join me in thanking Kepal. Normally, we tend to see him at the other side of the stage. Today, he was in the limelight. So thank you for having the courage to say yes to us. Because I know he's very, very busy, but I also seem very light. So I think he was a very appropriate speaker for this evening's theme. What I'm taking personally is, give time to do things that you enjoy. It could be going shopping, going to a spa, just relaxing, and most importantly, spending time with yourself and that connection with God, the higher source. So our product for the week, it's Time to Be Cool. There's a series of books by Aruna Ladwa, and it's called It's Time, various themes. So we'd like you to have a look at this book, It's Time to Be Cool. And next week, our topic is going to be side effect of assumptions, a very beautiful theme, saying how does assuming harm us? So what are the side effects of assumption? And we have a new Raj Yoga course starting online from tomorrow. So it will be every Wednesday and Friday, 6 to 7 p.m. for first 4 sessions as introductory, and then 4 more as the intermediate level. And as you know, every Monday and Thursday we have online meditation, 7 to 7:30, which you are able to join from the comfort of your home or your office. But any time during the day when we're open, feel free to come and use the quiet room. We're open Mondays to Saturdays, most days till 5 at least, from 10 to 5. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays we're here till much later, till 7:38. And so our bookshop will be open, so do feel free to browse through before going. And you can also get these products online as well. So have a safe journey, and thank you once again, Kepal.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.